hope you guys are doing well. As you all know, today we had a great game to watch and enjoy, and obviously analyze and learn from. Leipzig against Atletico Madrid. The brilliant thing about the first goal was that the space created was the space that was taken advantage of, and that's what I want to talk about today. But obviously the first one is very important, as you see many big clubs are doing. If the opposition is playing against it is the if the opposition is playing with two forwards, you would line up with three, and we've discussed in the past how there are many different ways to do it. Leipzig today did it with the left back pushing forward for the width, and the right back remaining in the fourth line against the two nines. So now that that's established, it's important because it creates part of the initial situation for the goal. So the ball was a little bit higher up, more in the half space, um, and the idea was, as you will see in the video, the footage is the proof of it. If the ball is here, the outside back will probably take the left back if the ball goes there, but each player that was pulled towards the ball, there was a space created right in behind them. So what kept happening was, specifically in the goal, was the ball went here. The ball traveled outside of that space because it was closed down, right? At the same time, both nines, it's a typical Leipzig strategy, doubling each line, each player. So in the first one, this is your 2 against 1. So we'll make a little area here so that it's very clear for us to see. There's the first 2 against 1. Once that space was taken, the ball advanced to that space. The ball left that space, and the next thing that happened was that another 2 versus 1 was created. The ball also goes there. Instead of the ball playing to the 10 here, the ball was actually played to Paulson, and it looks something similar, but there it is. There's your 2 against 1. The ball is then, you can't advance from here, played back into camp. By then the center mids closed the space in the middle. And here's an interesting one. This player being able to operate as a defensive center mid, as a two-way midfielder, okay, and the right winger obviously operating in the width. And what ended up happening was, new space was created. The ball kept moving to the new space created. Another player is pulled. By then, the outside backs and the center backs are pushed inside because of the quick actions and the coverage. And then the ball ends up being on the width. At this point, you have so many runners into the box, creating a crossing opportunity. There's the penetration and the goal. So let's take a look at the clip. As you can see here, the first player gets pulled. You take the ball into that space. The ball exits that space and then enters into another 2 against 1 here against the center back. The ball is then exits that space because you can't continue to advance. This player gets pulled. The ball plays into that space right in behind him. And then the last part for the cross and the finish. So again, the idea is whichever player leaves to put pressure on the ball that's where they play the ball, and that's obviously very difficult to do. But again, that's the concept, that the takeaway from this game. So in our next video, we're gonna discuss the second goal and some other concepts as well. Let me know what you guys think. I'm always happy to dialogue about the game. Take care, guys.